I've built a business that doesn't need me, and I've built a sales team that doesn't need me. As someone who's helped hundreds of businesses build a system to allow the CEO to pull away from the business and to work on the business rather than in the business, which you hear a lot of the times, but no one really tells you how to do it. How do you build a sales department in your business that can run all by itself, that doesn't lead you to get burnt out, that doesn't need you doing all the heavy lifting every single time? And it's important that you pay close attention throughout this video, because I'm going to be sharing my entire system on how we actually do that for businesses. You'll be able to take this entire framework, put it into your business, implement it, pull yourself out of sales, and have your sales team running without you. If you don't know who I am, my name is Usman, and I'm the founder of Guided Growth. It's a sales consulting and training business. We're one of the biggest in the UK, and what we actually do is work with businesses to help them build a sales system. We fix their sales team, we build their sales team. We do it in a way where the CEO can be pulled out from sales completely. We've helped generate over 30 million in new sales revenue for our clients, and this is the exact system I'm going to break down for you in this video. Now, our number one goal, before we establish where are we going, the North Star where we're going, is we want new leaders to emerge in our business. We want new leaders to emerge in our business because by having new leaders, you're able to then focus on all the things that are not so driven by sales. Actually, product development, vision for the company, where you're taking the company, having other people actually manage all the things so you can free up. You built your business, you originally started your business for maybe freedom, but you got tied into the sales department and now you don't know how to actually pull yourself out. Think of all the big names, Alex Hormozi, Dan Martell, Ty Lopez, all these big internet entrepreneurs. Are they selling? Are they managing their sales team all day? No, they know this system, and this system is the one that you need to know. Now, the most important thing is the foundation. And I'm gonna break it down into 4 quadrants for the foundation of your business and the sales team. The mission and vision. Now, do your sales reps or your sales manager know the mission and the vision for the company? Why is it important? I recently did an onboarding call for one of our clients. And the first thing I asked the CEO was, if I asked your sales manager, what is the mission and the vision for the company, would he know? And he said, yeah, I think so. The conviction in his voice told me. They don't mention it all the time. And now think of your business. You are here to be mission driven. Our mission, my mission with Guided Growth, is to change the way sales leaders are seen. We want to change the way sales leaders grow their business, and that is our entire mission. That's what we speak about every single day. And if we don't mention it every single day, what are we doing it all for? And that mission and the vision needs to be very clear. The mission is the why. The vision is where you're going to go in 10 years' time. We want to be the world's best. We want to be seen as the go-to. And that's only going to happen if we actually state the vision. By stating the vision in the very beginning, we're able to have a clear North Star and why we're doing it. By having a mission and vision, you have done it in your brand guidelines and your branding. It's not just about, here's the colors for my business. It's more about, do the sales reps, the sales teams that you don't even interact with as much, maybe because you've got a sales manager or you actually manage all the time, do they know the mission? Because that mission will give them that conviction. That vision will give them the clarity to know where you're going to go. So that will make up the mission and the vision, and that's what we need to have. Quadrant that we're going to cover is core values. Some of our core values in Guided Growth are integrity when selling, so we want to sell with integrity, commitment to your success, speed of execution, we want to do things as quickly as possible, commitment to your success, being like, I'm committed to the success of every one of our employees. If one of our employees wants to tell us in 2 years' time, we want to open our own business, we're going to empower them and we're going to show them on what they need to be doing in all the steps of their personal development to do that. And then our final core values is 1% every single day. You want to be improving 1% every single day. Now, when I look at the core values of any business, I'll look at how much are they actually focusing on the core values. Now, I want to be honest, you might be watching this and thinking, I want to know how to improve my closing rate for my sales reps. Why is it important about the core values? Well, if your people aren't aligned in one core mission and they don't have a clear guide on what they're aiming towards, how they're going to achieve it. And I'm giving you an example. Your sales rep is closing at 15%. He should be closing at 30%. And this person has not been doing their job. Which one is easier to manage? How are you going to get your close rate up to 30%? What do you need to do? Or one of our core values is a commitment to your success. Do you feel as though you're fully committed to your own success and the business's if you're not achieving your KPI? Now, which one is a lot easier to manage? Core values allow you not only to give you a baseline to manage people, give you a backbone to your company, but they also allow you to give every single employee a clear guideline of what they should represent. My business is an extension of my personality. Your people that you bring into your business are an extension of what the vision that you're trying to create. If you're not clear on that, everyone isn't clear. There's just no clarity. They don't even know where they're going. So this is why the core values is so important. Next, the biggest mistake that I see sales teams, CEOs make. Recruiting and onboarding. This is what they'll do. I need a sales rep. I need a setter. I'm going to post a job ad. The person gets hired. A week, two later, they've not hit their target, and then it's okay. They will hit their target months later. 2 months later, they still not hit their target, and they then resent the sales rep or the setter, and they say, this person's not any good. They're not hitting their target. They're shit. They're not good. They've not done the job. And then when they sack them or when they fire them, they find the new talent and repeat the same process. And then what happens is your company never grows. You've never attracted good talent. You've never given them the best possible start. Recruiting is about knowing exactly who you're looking for, what's the archetype, what's the personality type, how do they fit into your business, having a system. We have a ClickUp board that we give to all of our clients. They might build it into their Notion, their Asana, and when they actually build it in, it's like they have an entire flow of hiring. They know what they're looking for, they know exactly what they're looking for, which gives them a better onboarding because they've attracted the right people. Just the same as when you see a sales ad, something that you want to buy, you click and you inquire. A job ad is exactly the same. You sell the job to the right people. For you to get the best talent, they have to be sold into the mission. They have to be sold into your business. And this is why recruiting is such a big deal. And then onboarding is in the first 30 days of your sales rep. Do they know every single thing that is planned? With our clients, the first 7 days, we have it planned to a T, what it looks like, and what the end of the 7 days, how to even grade them. Have they done these things? Or on day number 1, what happens to that employee? On day number 7, what happens to the employee? By having that template, the same as you would have for your clients, you're able to onboard your staff and you're able to ramp them up and hit their KPIs far easier. And this is why it sits as a foundational piece. You'll see ramping up to the KPIs far higher. But if this is not there as a foundation, you're not ever going to be able to get anyone to hit KPI, and you're just going to have a constant churn of staff coming in and out. Data and reporting. Now, as a CEO, as a sales manager, this tells you what the decisions that you've made, if you've done a good or bad job. Data reporting is not just the closing revenue for the sales reps. It's actually looking at your entire dashboard. We design a dashboard for our CEOs. We've been using Pletco at the moment for our CEOs. And we have a dashboard which is marketing, showing all the marketing stats, showing all the sales stats, showing all the delivery stats, showing all the delinquencies and tickets, and have an entire dashboard where they can see where their entire business is at. That's just one level of data and reporting. Another level is a sales manager needs to be able to see all the data from the setters, all the data from the closers, being able to connect the dots and see which one do they need to do, what they need to do next. And by having data and reporting and knowing, having that analytical side to your brain and knowing how to actually target a certain area of your business and what needs to be done, what fires need to be fought that week, that needs to be there. Without data and reporting in every single area, and without you knowing what KPIs need to be measured, everyone in my company has a KPI. Our creative manager has a KPI, organic book calls. Our sales rep has a KPI, how many total steps. Our delivery team has a KPI, back in total cash. Everyone has a KPI. By having a KPI for every single person, we are able to then track and report and see What are the bottlenecks? What are the constraints? And then you can work out how to fix them. That would make up the entire base of what makes a great functioning company on sales growth. If you have these, you are already 50% of the way there to getting a business that does not need you, because you've put all these things in place. The next level. Now these things sit on top of an entire base, because you can't do any of these without the bottom. You can't have really good meetings if there's no mission. You can't have really good training if there's no good onboarding. You can't have really good leadership development in your business if there's no core values. So these bottom parts have to be done, and then you'll bring in the next section. In the next section, it's ramping up to the KPI. After you onboard and hire someone, the first thing you are thinking about is, how fast can I get them to hit KPI? But as a business owner, do you even know what a good KPI looks like for a good sales rep? Do you know what a stretch is? Do you know what achievable is? Do you know what a good talent can achieve? Do you know what a hard worker can achieve? Because they're all different numbers. If an amazing sales rep can bring in 200,000 of revenue, what can an unbelievable sales rep do? What is the minimum that you would take? And how do you have a format where you can prove that they've hit that on your offer? If you have an offer, let's say it's 5K, and your sales rep can close 20 deals a month, bringing in 100K, do you have a proven format where they've closed 20 deals? Have you done it before? Because then you now have a proven format, a proven lead flow, a proven lead quality that you can actually do that. And that's the next thing that we actually fix for our business, ramping up sales reps to the KPI. Because if they hit KPI in the first 21 days, the facts say that they will be more successful. Salespeople have an 80% churn rate in businesses. The 80% churn rate is there, not because they're always a poor talent, but a lot of the times because you're not ramping up to the KPI the quickest. Training and role plays is one of the most undervalued, underused things in sales. When I ask sales teams, are they doing role plays? You know what they say often or not? Yeah, we did them now and again. This is something that we do close enough to near to every single day. Think of a musician. They're going out on stage. They're going on stage and they're going to perform. Are they going to do a rehearsal? Of course they're going to do a rehearsal. They're going to do a rehearsal because they want to be great. They want to be amazing when they're performing. Think of an actor. Are they going to be doing rehearsals? Yes. Every good job, every good skill, every performer, every person needs to be trained and needs to have practiced that training. In sales, people think it's just a gift of the gab. That is a total garbage. That is just complete, that's just not the truth. Great sales reps receive regular training, constant upskilling, training in personal development, professional development, role plays in a certain area of the script, in pitching, in intros, in the actual setting the frame in the beginning, in finding deeper questions. Role plays make up for the deepest part of a salesperson development. And that is something that is missing for a lot of sales teams. So this is why role plays are so important. Meetings and accountability. Now, is your business holding a sales meeting every single morning? When I was for my company, when I originally started selling it was just me, I would have a sales meeting with myself. I would look at the data and be like, well, how have I performed? What can I improve? And then when I have my setters and closers, now I'm doing it with them. This format of meeting and accountability is the single most important point in the day where you set the meeting and you're telling your reps, right, where are you at? What support do you need? What target projections have you got coming in this week? What opportunities have you got? Have you confirmed your appointments? These are the questions that you're asking in the morning meeting. Are you doing a middle day meeting? Sometimes you have to do one. If I notice the team is lagging, if I notice the setters are lagging and not performing, I might just do an impromptu midday meeting, a midday pulse check, accountability, holding them accountable. How you want to hold people accountable is you want them to set the goal. What can you achieve this week? Okay, great. Can you definitely do that? Great, I believe in you. You get them to set the number. I don't say to a sales rep, I think you can close this much. Are you gonna do it? Yes. It doesn't really work that way. They have to buy in, they have to tell you. If they tell you, they are far more likely to hit it because that accountability and that pressure is there, but you also know how to provide that accountability as a good leader. Leadership, this component is the one that I I'm probably the most passionate about, because I'm on a mission to create amazing leaders, amazing CEOs, amazing business owners. And those business owners know what a good leadership looks like. Do you know what an autocratic leader is? Do you know what a consultative leader is? Do you know what types of leadership qualities, what type of framework that you work under, what type of personality of a leadership do you have? The type of leadership I have is a consultative leader, because I will often ask people, hey, I think you should be doing this, what do you think? And they'll be like, yeah, great, and I'll get buy-in. I'm a consultative leader. Understanding leadership styles, understanding how to motivate people, understanding how to drive great talent in other leaders. The definition of a good leader for me is good leaders can develop more leaders. So a great leader is not scared to have more leaders under him, not just workers. And you heard the term, I actually love, one of my favorite people online is Patrick Bet-David. When I think of Patrick Bet-David, he is a leader amongst leaders. And leader amongst leader is the true definition of becoming that person that people will go to and respect. And respect is the one thing that a lot of sales teams are missing. And because your sales team doesn't respect you, that's why they're not working for you. If you do all of these things, and I can say this with confidence, after working at 2 8-figure companies, after helping over 50 7-figure CEOs, if you do all of these 8 things within your sales department, you will have new leaders emerge. You will have your new sales manager. You will have your new sales director. You will have your new head of sales. And then you're able to take yourself out of sales. You're able to grow your company. You're able to focus on true growth. You're able to run events. You're able to do all the things that you can't do right now. If you're wanting to learn this framework in even more detail, step by step in each module, see the link below. I have a community. It's called Guided Growth. I invite you in. It's a free community. I even host a call there every single month where you can ask me questions. Click the link below and I'm going to see you on the other side. If you go on the right hand side of the video, you'll see my video with Alex Hormozi where I paid him $65,000 to work with him. You'll see what I did there. And on the left side here, you can subscribe to the channel for more videos. I'm going to catch you on the next one.